Okay, so we're going to do this big piece in the middle. It's pretty simple. What I'm going to do is I'm going to build it up in layers. So I'm going to start with the grey layer, which is this inner layer here. So this is going to be one big piece, and I'm just going to stick it down and then build up from that. So there'll be like, by the time it's finished, there'll be like 3 layers of different things on here, which is fine. So here's my grey. I'm just going to grab my bigger scissors to cut these nice straight lines. It's usually easier to cut a straight line with a bigger, mighty pair of scissors. And there's quite a few straight lines on this. Not my favourite straight lines. Let's just make sure I got that nice and cut properly. So that's going to be my first layer. Which goes in there. Yes. Trying to work out what bits are what. So I'm just holding that temporarily. Got a bit of black on there. Just holding it temporarily down, and then I'm going to cut the white label here next. With the light box I can still see through this, and I use a fairly thin fabric as well for the grey. What I'm going to do is I'm going to draw this bit in now as well, because as layers build up it won't be as easy to see. Right, so that's fairly simple. Find some white. Okay. That's going to go on the top of that one. Like that. And as you can see, I now can't see the pattern underneath that now, which is why I drew it out on here. And before I lose this, I'm going to put those bits in. So I can't see where it is now, so I'm going to have to just look at my picture as well, just to check. I have my iPad over here with the picture on, with the colour picture on, so that I can keep referencing back to it. No, I haven't taken the paper off. Just check that's quite central, looks pretty central. That can go down. And then have another bit through the middle. I don't need to draw that. I can just, I just need a little rectangle. I think I can manage that without a pattern. Is that perfect? Just straighten that off. There we go. There we go, and that's that top bit done. So we're on to the next one down. I'm going to draw out the white block again. And then the bits inside. Right. And my white, here it is. Just very stuck down, so I'll just give it a bit more of a there we go. It doesn't want to come off. Right. So that goes there. And then we have to build up these various shapes, so I want some grey. Is it going to be a bit too grey? Maybe.
Just having a rummage round in my grey drawer.
That's right. These are a bit smaller, so I'm going to go back to my little scissors. Don't panic too much about these, just a rough shape is going to be fine. But they do add something to the overall finished product. Right, so that's sort of up there. You can see mine's come out a completely different shape. Or was it over here? No, it was over here. It's that one. So that's going to go about there. And do different colour as well, just to add a bit more interest. Sorry, I've got a squeaky chair today. Got a few sort of long dashy bits. These bits and a bit down here, so I'm just going to cut off a slither. And just roughly cut it to similar sort of thing. A bit tricky. Should have straightened it up first before I cut it off. It would have been easier. So that goes in there, so about there. just about there. And just use all the bits up. So that's in line with that keyhole. That's fairly easy. And these are about here. Straighten it up a bit. Okay, so that one's a bit long. Right, just straighten them up a bit. Quite happy with that. Get those down. And then we just got some black areas, well, very dark. So perhaps I might. That's better. Not quite pitch black. And again, it's not that. It doesn't have to be that accurate a shape. Just a squarish. Even a square block would be fine. I'm just being overly fiddly, really. Can't get that out. There we go. Not the sharpest pair of scissors in the world. And that goes on this edge. I just want to straighten that up a bit. I'm just not very happy with it being at an angle. And I'm just going to use this end bit on here. It's not the right shape, but it'll be fine. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't really matter what shape you put in here. I'm just going to take that little bit off. It's just to sort of make it look vaguely like writing, really. Yep, that's fine. Just put that grey bit, it's gone a bit too far over. Just, as that's not stuck down, I'm going to just whip it up along the line. That's better. Right, last block. White I need first. Quite fit there. Try over here. Banging about. A nice sharp scissors. That goes in there, and then I just got a little strip of black to go through the middle of that. It's going to be too long, I think, but we'll just see. Actually, no, it's perfect. Right, and that's that bit done. So not too long, 20 minutes. I think what I might do is I might put the next bit in as well before we stop. Need to have a bit of just clear this off a bit. That's what I need. So it's this bit around here. I'm just going to go right over the top of that and then put there's a piece that runs through here still, but I'm going to go over the top of that. Go with that, I think. Turn it around that way. Right, and then that strip that went through there, I can just cut a very thin slither to make sure I've got stuff on. Plenty long enough. A bit thick, yes. So only just to deliver it down a bit more. That's when big scissors really come in handy. Swap that over. Just use the tip of my scissors just to get it where I want it. Just about there. Right, and then this edgy bit here. Again, if you struggle to cut and hold your parchment paper, then just stick it onto the other side and cut it out that way. And then peel it off. Just leave that on there, it doesn't really matter, I think. It's going to be tucked under anyway. That's fine. So I'm going to stop there because the rest of the post box is pretty simple, and really the rest of it is, oh, I've got to do the robin. I'll come back and do the robin. I was forgetting about the robin. Yeah, I'll come back and do the robin, probably finish off the rest of it, and then we can go on to stitching. Okay then, bye for now.